Principle number two about pain that we need to understand is that pain is both a sensation and an emotion. This one is pretty important as well because we can experience pain differently depending on the state of mind that we're in. Usually, when we think of pain, we think of the sensation that we feel, but how we feel about that sensation actually affects the intensity of that pain overall. So, the best analogy I could give you for this one is going to be temperature. You can feel cold and have that be a really, really good thing, or you can have it be a really, really bad thing. On a cold day, when you go outside, you get that instant sadness. You're not enjoying the feeling that you're getting from being so cold. But on a hot day, when you get a cold drink or touch something cold against your face, a similar sensation could feel really, really good. Temperature is something that also exists as a sensation and an emotion, and those two things combined together will really affect the way that you feel about it. Why this is important with pain is while we are more likely than temperature to just always be experiencing pain as negative, some people have various quirks that mean they might enjoy certain things. Spicy food would be the most common one. But when it comes to our emotional state, actually, we can have bad days, days of high stress, days when other things are going wrong, and that will actually make pain feel more intense than on a day when we didn't have so much bad things going on. If you're somebody who works with their body physically, there's also an element of this in your day-to-day life, is that when you get an injury, when you start to worry about the fact that this might compromise your ability to do your job, it's very likely that you're going to experience more pain than somebody who doesn't rely on their hands or their knees or whatever. When they get injured, they say, that's annoying. But it's not really affecting my livelihood, so their stress levels actually might be lower and they can deal with the emotional side of things a little bit better. So understanding this goes a long way to improving your ability to deal with pain and injury, because if we can teach ourselves not to initially jump into that state of stress and panic and worry, and remind ourselves that, as I've already said, most pain is going to resolve itself, most injuries are going to resolve itself. And if we can just allow ourselves to relax and kind of ride it out, a lot of the time we'll find that actually the pain doesn't become as severe, and we get through it a lot quicker. Or if it does keep getting worse and worse and worse, then we know that if we haven't added any additional stress on top, then okay, maybe this is time that we'll to go get that checked out. But if we're adding stress and worry and negative emotions on top of the sensation that we're feeling, it's very likely we're going to get a worse experience overall.